I don't know who it is.
I was lying. Yeah, I mean, but cocaine. I mean, you still do coke now?
I haven't done it in a while.
What's a while?
Probably like about a year.
3 days.
What time
Have
is
you
it?
done coke?
I haven't done coke in like 7 or 8 years. The only reason, because I did like coke a lot. Every time I've ever done cocaine, I get urinary incontinence. So at the end of the night, it feels like I gotta pee, and I just stand above the toilet, like wired on coke, not being able to pee. So I go to bed when I wrap my towel in a dick because I feel like, or I wrap my dick in a towel.
Your towel in a dick.
I wrap my dick in a towel.
You wrap your fucking towel in a dick?
That's wishful thinking.
Because he has dicks all around his apartment. The fact that you know what incontinence, I just aggravates the fuck out of me. That incontinence, you dentisting and you know fucking incontinence. Dude, I gotta piss and I can't. You say incontinence. Whatever, dude. God, you fucking, you're like a unicorn. Fucking goddamn dumb Puerto Rican that knows what incontinence means.
But like I literally would feel like I had to pee the whole night, and I asked my doctor. I thought I had an STD, so I went to the doctor, and he was like,
You did have
Always
an
thinks
STD.
"Yeah, but it was AIDS. That had nothing to do with it." But he told me, he was like, "Have you done cocaine recently?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Well, sometimes this happens. It's pretty common, so I can't do it."
Yeah,
And
coke-
Troy, did you know that?
No, but
that coke does that?
It fucks up my boner. Like I can't get hard on that shit.
I've heard that.
Guys can't get hard.
Prove it.
Guys can't get hard and they can't come either.
Kelly,
Yeah.
Yes.
just a side note. How bad do you want to fuck Troy?
Yeah, he's all right.
All right, there you go.
Kelly, also side note, guys can't get hard or come with you anytime. So
He's a triangle.
I'm the triangle. Can you pass that fucking over there, please?
No, but Coke's good though. The thing is, I don't know why you felt like that because the good thing about Coke is it wears off in like 45 minutes. And it's done.
That's
So
the
even if it's a
bad
bad
thing about
trip,
Coke.
no, but that's the thing. It's a bad trip. You just go, "I'll wait half an hour." But with weed, last time I had an edible, I was fucked up for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
I'm never
edibles
touching
are
it
tough,
again.
man, because you don't know how much you're taking
Horrible,
in.
horrible.
Yeah, you know what?
I remember the time I gave brownies here.
Yeah.
And Greer Barnes went downstairs and just stared at the ceiling eating hummus for like 3 hours.
It's the worst.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He was like on another planet.
That was
that was on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, they mailed in the edibles and
well, that was the cookie that I left over. I took like a quarter of a cookie, and it fucked me up. Ended up calling up Soda, going, "I'm freaking out. What do I do? You're the king of this." He goes, "Get something to eat and go to bed."
Some people edibles.
you didn't call Lewis. He'd be like, suck a dick, swallow the cum, and then take a
It
nap.
used to be like, go outside, go on the subway, stare at all the strangers, have a good time.
Some people edibles don't do anything for it, and some people edibles just fuck them
Worst.
up like
Horrid.
crazy.
But Coke, I'm fine. Coke is like the best.
It
You've done
depends on
coke?
how they.
Yeah.
When was the fucking last time you did coke?
A few months ago.
Are you fucking kidding me? Kelly, you do cocaine?
Sometimes if I can get my hands on
Look how
it.
disappointed Bobby is.
I'm not disappointed. I'm fucking turned on. I want to eat a pussy now.
Kelly is a cokehead. Kelly is a coke whore. Kelly is a coke
I think
whore.
I got scared though because the last time I did it, it fucked me up really bad. Like my nose for like 2 weeks afterwards, my nose was
I'd
stinging.
love it if your septum
and,
fell out.
Well, this is the thing. This
you were
is the
just
thing.
a fucking nasally Mexican. Hello, my name is
I
Kelly.
got shot in the nose.
Just a fucking hole in the middle of her face.
I have a problem with eating.
What do we find out you're not Australian? You're just a real cokehead. Like
Yeah, no,
that's what's going on.
no. Well, in Australia, it's like $350, but the guy I was
Blowing.
allegedly getting it off was like $20.
Blowing.
No, well, the last time I did it, I had a really bad experience because like for 2 weeks afterwards, my nose was stinging. I couldn't sleep. I was really fucked up, and I spoke to someone about it. They were like, "Yeah, that doesn't sound like you had you
What-
snorted
how much-
coke. You had meth."
Really? You snorted meth?
I think
By the way,
it
she told
You
me
know
that-
when it's meth, though.
Kelly
You
told
know.
me-
it was hard.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
it was hard.
Hang on, Breaking Bads. Why? How do you know when it's meth?
It just has a different taste than Coke.
It's blue.
No.
Is it blue?
It's not really blue. I've never seen
Well, at
the meth
first-
I've seen was never blue.
I thought it was just really choppy. Like I should have chopped it up more. That's why this is okay. Speak, but that's what I thought. And then later on,
Kelly
I
told
was
me this
like,
last time after judging me for
anybody in the
smoking.
chat room, how much does coke cost? In
$50.
50 for
for a half.
I was getting it for like 40.
100 for a gram.
Allegedly.
You've done coke?
Wait, no, a gram
What's
is. Hold on. Time out. Time out.
That's why I'm.
That was the wrong prices.
How much does it cost?
It's not 100 for a gram. It's 50 for a gram.
Can we
You
say
spent
allegedly?
150 on an 8-ball. Are you crazy? Who are you getting ripped off by?
150 on an 8-ball.
Yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck are you getting?
150.
Can we say allegedly? Because I don't want to get kicked out of the country.
Hold on. Scopo gets ripped off by Puerto Ricans. We just found that out.
No, I get it from the white people as well.
No,
Yeah,
you got to go with the Mexicans, man. They,
Yeah,
they hook
dude.
it up.
It's $50 for a fucking gram. It's 150.
It was a
for an
Puerto
8-ball.
Rican that gave it to me. That was the bad cut. And I'm like, oh boy.
I got bad cocaine in
Fucked up.
Amsterdam. First of all, why we're buying drugs on the street in Amsterdam is beyond me. But some dude
Well,
sold
what are you
us.
even talking about?
Why not?
You can't go. They don't have Coke bars.
Yeah, but you can get if you just ask around, you could find good shit. You don't need to fucking buy it from a shady Surinamian in the fucking
Surinamian?
How the fuck do you go dentisting to fucking incontinence to Surinamian?
Professor Lewis.
I actually did. I did a report on the country Suriname in the 4th grade, so I knew
Suriname.
Suriname, yeah. I knew
Or is it
so much.
Suriname?
Suriname.
I know so much about that country, and I met. There's a huge Surinamian population in Amsterdam. Those are like the black people of Amsterdam.
Well, they sent the Surinamese in to
Who the
rebuild.
fuck are you? What the fuck is happening?
They rebuilt Holland.
Is there a fucking
They sent
really?
them- yeah.
Is there somebody behind me with fucking notes?
Lewis did a speech in high school. Surinamians.
No, the Surinamese, they sent them to
If
Holland.
someone's, if you
to-
fucking any of you say anything, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Okay?
Can I
No.
be dumb and ask what the original country is?
Suriname.
Suriname.
It's in fucking
Suriname.
I've never heard about that country
Yeah,
before.
they sent them there
South
to
America.
rebuild Holland after the war. And so now the Surinamese, the second and third generation of the Surinamese are they're like Roman gangs.
Yeah, they're
because
like the black people.
Their families initially came there to work, and they have houses and stuff. And so now you have these kids, like these middle class Surinamese kids that running gangs and shit.
Really?
Yeah. And we bought Coke from one of them. We brought it back to the hotel, me and my buddy Gene, and we fucking
Gene.
Yeah, Gene.
Mean Gene.
You remember my poem?
Mean Gene
from the
Levine.
poem? And we fucking laid it on a table, and it was like crystally. It was like, it looked like Domino sugar, and we still took the chance, and we fucking took a line each, and like our eyes burnt, and we almost vomited, and we threw it in the toilet.
It must have
Why?
just been cut with some crazy shit.
Yeah.
It
I don't
wasn't,
think there was
wasn't
any
cut with
Coke.
anything.
There was no Coke.
I bet
Laundry
you
detergent.
It's fucking rat poisoning. These fucking apes just.
Can't trust Surinons.
That's why you stick with weed. You can see what's going on with
everybody.
weed.
Miguel.
So you should have came, got your teeth clean, and bought some Coke from my dad.
Your dad sells Coke?
That's how he put you under.
Just to get it.
So I can't believe that Coke. You did Coke. Everybody in the room did Coke.
You never did Coke?
I did Coke when I was younger.
I did.
I did Coke when I was younger. Meth wasn't out. When I quit drugs. It makes more noise when you pick it up and put it back down. So why gong it?
That's a flub gong.
We were supposed to get a new gong, but fucking we didn't. We'll get one, right?
Yeah, I got one.
All right. Yeah, I did it back in the day. I did Coke and all that, but I only did Coke. My friend's stepfather dealt it, and he was smaller than us. He was this little skinny dude with glasses, so he just threatened
Took
him.
it from him.
He was just take it, and he'd be like, "Where's my Coke? Fuck you." We'd be fucking stoned. Fucking fuck you. Go fuck yourself. And but I Coke fucked me up. I mean, it was all right, but I hated the drip.
Yeah.
It was awful. It's
the best part of it.
I hate that.
That's why I don't do it, man. It's just cut. Now it's just cut with such bullshit, and you have sinus infections from it. You know,
Yeah.
like one day, and you're just like, what am I doing this?
You don't
for?
even know what the fuck they're cutting it with.
No.
I mean, have you ever had pure Coke?
I've had really good Coke. I'm not sure if it was pure, but really good shit. And you just when you know it,
Disco
you know
shit.
it. Yeah,
Disco Coke?
yeah. But that's hard. It's hard to come by.
So, but were you with rich people or famous people?
I've had some really, really good ones from my brothers and like the fucking
Sculpt, just
finance
wait to
people.
interject with your story in the middle of a fucking question, asshole.
You're fucking him up on the. He's doing
Yeah.
so good. Go to the 3. Fucking jackass. What's the rule, Scope?
Go to the 3 when
When?
I'm talking.
Yeah, what did you just do? Every other key. He just
Yeah.
went through every other camera. Because I'll tell you why. Because you get a fucking anger problems, and he made you mad, and you went. You're trying to always control your fucking guinea wop rage.
Go, Chris. Don't hold back, Chris. Go get him.
Fucking your Coke rage. Your fucking hands freeze up on the mouse, and you're gonna squeeze it. And fucking, I'm surprised you don't turn green. All right, whatever.
Let's just order up some Coke. Now we're talking
Yeah,
about
let's have
it.
a party.
Seriously.
I'll call my guy.
You have a guy?
I can have it delivered right now.
I can get it.
Listen.
I can
Get
deliver
some
too.
Coke. Get some Coke.
Best podcast ever!
We can't. I'm not letting you guys eat in the studio. You think I'm gonna let you do fucking blow?
My first time doing Coke be on YKWD. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You're not doing Coke, you fucking Dominican.
It's also, don't say your first time, it's your only time.
Oh, my only time, right?
Allegedly.
anyways.
I already expected a habit out of it.
Yeah, we're not doing fucking Coke. Nobody's getting Coke delivered. Okay? What the fuck happened? Anyway, how much is coke?
It's like 150 for an 8-ball.
Can you guys put in together? And would you do coke, Dante? No, right?
I'm not doing no coke.
I'm not doing coke.
I'll put in though.
You got 40?
I got 40 on me.
You got money? You want coke?
Well,
I would love.
I stopped doing that because I stopped drinking.
Here's the deal.
but-
I don't do it then, Scope. But Kelly, do you got any money? I'll put fucking 20 into college.
We're just gonna get a pile of coke and just start doing lines.
No fucking Scarface. We're not getting a pile.
Like an 8.
We're talking 40. I gave 20. That's 60. That's not a pile. How much coke can you get? How much can How much an 8? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I don't really deal in
$60.
$3.5,
An
right?
8-ball is 2 people one night.
It's 3.5 grams.
Yeah.
How much can you get right now for $60?
I don't know. I don't know if they'll go that.
I'll put 20 in. I'll put 20
No
in.
one's gonna deliver for
So
less than
40,
100.
$80.
I'll
We
put
get
20.
$80.
I probably
I would get $100.
We would probably have to go to 150.
Really? All right, 100.
I get 100.
It's the weird.
I can get a guy come for 100.
You could? Is it good though?
This became
It's
the
not
weirdest
bad.
coke
Yeah.
auction. I got
I'm not
40.
going for Chris.
100.
I mean, what are we gonna do with that?
I don't trust Chris Coke guy. I trust Troy's Coke guy.
Yeah, my
He's
guy's
a
good.
DJ. DJ's known.
Yeah, you know his shit's good.
Yours would be a good party. Like his just make us sick or something.
Yeah,
No,
yours.
I got a
yours-
good guy. He actually comes when
I got a fucking good guy.
I know a guy who knows the guy.
He's good.
My father owns a bakery, and in the back they do the cocaine.
Dude, I haven't done coke in years. I haven't even been offered coke in years, and I've been offered coke like 3 times in the past month.
Really?
Weirdly, it's just coming up a lot.
Weirdly?
Weirdly, dentistry.
I would say do it, but how long? It must take like a while to get coke.
This podcast is a 3-hour podcast.
No. I'd literally just leave you guys yapping, leave the mics on. I'd come back tomorrow. You guys don't.
We're in the West Village. It must not be that.
Just
hard
wake up
around
Troy Quan's dick in Lewis's mouth. A little fucking mushroom flopping out of the side of his mouth.
Troy can't get hard though because he's on coke.
Actually, I go inverted.
Kelly's sitting on fucking Troy's face.
Sounds like a party.
It sounds fun.
Why do you think Kelly's attractive?
She's pretty. She's funny. Yeah, definitely.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. No, she's pretty and she's funny. Funny helps.
Are you? You have a girlfriend?
I did.
You did. You done?
Unfortunately,
Coke overdose.
She died.
She had a heart attack.
she did actually.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
dude.
no, it's all right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What the
She
fuck
didn't
is
really.
wrong with you,
Wow.
dude?
Did she really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
this
did.
past
Jesus.
August.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, dude, it's fine. I mean,
Jesus Christ, why would I fucking...
That was
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's,
Does that ever happen?
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
you can't come into these situations for like 2 more years,
no,
bro.
dude, it's cool, man.
I'm
It's
so
cool.
sorry. As soon as you asked me if you had a girlfriend in my mind, I was like, hang on. And it took me, I was too slow to think about it. And I should have stopped
You
it.
knew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Because I
okay.
followed
Oh
the
my
show.
God.
She's been
dude.
stalking you.
Oh,
She
sorry, dude.
actually
Killed her.
Jesus, Scopo.
Killed her.
Hey, I got a guy who got a guy who will take him out if you want him, Kelly.
For a second, I thought it was Danny,
sorry,
and then
dude.
I just realized, I'm sorry, dude. I should have tried to.
No, it's fine.
veto it.
It's totally. It's
I'm
totally
so
fine.
sorry.
No.
Okay, what happened?
You really want to know the story?
I mean, Jesus Christ, we just made. Oh God.
Can you tell it in a funny way?
I probably not, but you guys can try to make it funny if
Dude,
you
it's
want.
like it's an orc. Oh,
When it gets too serious, hit the gong.
You're in already. You might as
Yeah,
well.
when it gets too serious, hit the gong.
Yeah,
so we
oh
know.
my God.
No, but seriously, I would. I'm not that I would love to, but I.
He's like, I'd love to hear the story.
Holy shit, that has
I'm gonna
never
name-
happened.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
okay
name this.
talking
I'm
about
gonna
it?
name
Yeah,
this.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, the Troy. No, I'm not. There's a million jokes that come up.
No,
but
go ahead, let him out. It's fine. Don't hold back.
How long were you guys dating?
Well, we were together for about 2.5 years.
Oh my
We
God!
lived together.
Can I ask how she passed away?
We were in Pennsylvania hiking in the mountains, and she fell.
What the fuck?
man?
Yeah,
The
dude.
gong. Fuck.
I'm done. Yeah, we're out. Listen, back to let's get some coke on me. Everybody's doing coke, and I'm doing coke. I'm throwing 27 years of sobriety out. I'm doing coke.
I've never done coke, and I'm going to do it.
I'm doing heroin. Fuck it. We're gonna get
Whatever
heroin.
you're in, I'm
Troy
in.
Quan.
Let's go
Wait,
deep.
all right, listen.
That's
Can I
fucked
just
up.
back up a little bit? I hike a lot.
Did you mean that?
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Good.
He meant hitchhike.
Way to lighten the mood.
I meant I've
Oh, God.
I've hiked a lot in my life. I enjoy hiking.
You thought about it so much.
I used the wrong word. I enjoy hiking. Oh Jesus! I'm not even
man.
look at the chat room. I enjoy hiking. I me and my wife go up to the White Mountains for the last 20 years or whatever the fuck, 15 years, and there's all trails up there. My family has a house up in the mountains. Blah 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 blah. I've been going up there since I was 19, going up there and doing hiking trails and shit like that. But I've never gone on something that you could actually get hurt on. Totally. I mean, it was always just a trail.
Yeah.
But I mean, were you guys Were you enthusiasts? Did you guys
Climbing
I
and
mean,
stuff?
how was it dangerous, or was it an accident that could have happened to anybody?
Well, it's a pretty dangerous, pretty treacherous area. It's up in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. It's called Glendinocco.
Okay.
And when you go there, when you get ready to go up on the trail, it does say enter at your own risk. People have died here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, you read that before you went up?
Yeah, but I've been going there since I was a kid.
Oh God.
And
Did
then,
she?
No, we had actually gone a year before, and then we had gone up, and there was a huge, crazy rainstorm that happened maybe like 2 days before, and the just loosened up the ground, and she fell about 45 feet.
Wait, the ground caved from underneath her, like it gave out, or
It's there's like waterfalls, and there was like an overlook, and she was standing on the overlook, and the
Like
ground,
Spock's mother in Star Trek?
I don't know. I've never seen that. I don't even know.
I know what you mean, but
Well, fucking laugh, you Dominican. Don't leave me hanging. What are you, a
I know,
follower?
I know.
no, because Winona Ryder's okay, but I know.
I'm trying to break the monotony a little bit.
You saw it.
Gotta hear fucking this
did.
sad story and then fucking
Sorry.
Oh, man.
his fucking deviative septum. What the fuck? Take your dumb boxing nose away from the microphone, would you, Dante?
My nose has been broken.
The most horrific story I think we've heard.
So here's the deal. You going up? Has she been before with you?
One other time we were there. We were there 4th of July last year.
So she knew about it.
She knew about it. She wasn't experienced, but
Was it just you two?
Yeah.
And you were going up and coming back down.
We made it all the way to the top, and we were coming back down.
So you made it, and then you're coming back down, and she's standing on this overlooking a waterfall.
Yeah, it's just like a ledge, and it dropped about 45 feet, but it was a beautiful scene where it was the waterfall, and I was there taking her picture.
You weren't about to propose or anything, were you?
No,
Fuck.
no,
Was
no.
it with your iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh, this could be
I have
one.
a ton of pictures, like right before she died.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
And all right, so what happened? What happened? She slipped.
Well,
Did it-
she's standing there, and I didn't know this until the police report and the people, because there was people down below.
Oh god.
And she just the ground started falling out underneath her, and then finally it all collapsed.
Was it just a little piece of ground that she was on that she got to? Or was
it was like a ledge, but it looked solid.
Can I say something? Me and my wife, we 2 summers ago, we went hiking up in New Hampshire, and we went up to this kind of fucking weird overlooking a waterfall. Same shit. We're like 100 feet. And she walked over to. I go, stop it. I go, I don't care how not afraid of heights you are. I'm petrified of heights. I don't like when people go out over. I go, I'm not dealing with this because you don't give a fuck,
and
or
you don't have to deal with it.
I go, you don't have a fear of what's you. I'm not saying that you should have done this, but this is. I'm so scared of this situation happening.
Yeah.
That I actually cursed my wife out. I was like, fuck you. She's like, it's fine. I go, it's not fine because I don't feel comfortable with it. Get the fuck back here. We can see fine from here.
Well, my chick does the same thing walking on the subway. She just walks like on the fucking edge. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I don't mean to compare, but I'm just saying I've been in those situations and I get freaked out. But you guys would probably, you guys have done this before. You've done it a million times.
Yeah.
So,
And it's crazy, man, because you literally go there and you're like, you're walking up, you have breakfast that morning, and you head to the mountain and you're having fun, and it's a beautiful day, and you're taking each other's pictures, and you're crazy in love, and then all of a sudden it's like you're leaving the mountain alone. It's a pretty fucked up feeling.
And how crazy you feel? You're like, I could have been right next to her too. Like I could have.
Well, then it's just a range of emotion because
That would have been.
lived.
I mean, in your head, that would have been better.
She lived for about 45 minutes. That's what's fucked up. But then it's like it's almost like then you just go through this range of emotions. Like, what could I have done to prevent this?
Nothing.
How do I reverse this? How do I fix this? You know what I mean? It's like you just don't even know how to process that.
Yeah.
You know, and you're driving home and you're like,
You gotta wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You what? I mean, when she fell, what did you do? Did you run over to the edge? Did you run down?
I was in shock. You know what I mean? And I had to climb down 45 feet to get down to where she was, and I literally just laid with her and was just like having people try to call paramedics, and you just trying to calm her down because she's like, I'm dying, and freaking out about it, and you're just trying to like.
I'm sorry, dude. This is killing me, dude. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to bring the mood down, and this is just the direction.
Bring the mood down.
We went from having a party to like everybody's like
really,
so fucking bummed out.
Troy,
Sorry.
can you leave?
Yeah, dude.
That's what Coke does.
We're about to do coke, and now
Now we definitely need Coke.
We're sitting here with a pile of coke. And
I'm literally I'm about to cry, bro.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No,
it's heartbreaking, dude.
Okay, brother. No,
Sorry.
listen. This is. I mean.
You asked, so
I know. I'm not saying it's. I'm not at all, brother. I'm just. It's a very sad thing, bro. And the one thing that I'm getting from this is that, this tragic shit happened to you, but you found a way to. I know it's still with you, but you're not. You
Still living.
You're still living.
Trying, man. It's hard.
It's a hard thing, man. That's a really hard thing to go through. And I think about the things that I'm going through now, which are whatever my problems are.
Trivial.
And it's like it's not trivial. Relax.
I mean,
what the fuck? I can talk for myself.
You got to close out a Sears card.
Sorry.
You asshole. Are you kidding me?
Self-absorbed piece of shit.
Dude, they fucking said you got to close the card, dude. And I'm like, really? It's the worst thing on earth that could ever fucking happen to me.
Feels like my world's caving in, dude.
I wish they'd have a dead.
Dude. Can life get any fucking worse?
Nobody's got it worse than me, dude.
Dude, do you want a blowjob from Kelly on the YKWD
on the house?
On the house.
Either Kelly or Lewis.
I'll do it. I roll my R's. I'll do it for you.
It's tempting.
Dude, I mean, and then you had she passed away there.
Yeah, it took a while, but she lived
and
for a
they
while.
couldn't save her.
Well, the paramedics had to hike about a mile and a half up the mountain.
Yeah.
And then you had to drive home.
How do you drive home? You couldn't call anyone to come pick you up?
Well, I wanted to just get the fuck out of there, and I had a zip car from the city, so it's like I can't just leave it there.
Yeah, because you get charged a lot.
Yeah, and I can't. And, it was like,
Someone died. I'm sure they'll understand.
He's grieving and he's cheap.
well, it's just
He's a fucking nickel chaser. Look, listen, I'd love to stay up here, but the zip car.
They're gonna charge me double.
If it was Hertz, I'd fucking take the hit, but these zip cars kill you.
What did you do when you returned the zip car? They were like, have a nice day. Like,
no, I mean, I just dropped it off, but it's fucked up because, like, in the car, like there's her purse sitting there. You know what I mean? And you're like, you're going home, and it's like,
Did you go through her phone?
no, her phone broke. It fell with her.
Did you have to make the call to her family?
I did.
Lewis, will you stop talking? This whole thing is because of you.
It's not because of me.
Did you go through her phone? No, it was in her pocket when she fell. It's broken.
We would have never talked about it if your fucking breath didn't stink.
oh my God.
I didn't bring it up at all.
Yeah, you did. You
brought
said.
It was the butterfly effect. It just went
You fucking asked if you had a girlfriend because Kelly wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
That's how it got brought up. It's
And
Kelly's
then
pussy.
you went, she's dead. You went, she's
I
dead.
said she had a coke overdose. It was funny. 'Cause we
Yeah,
were talking
and then
about
he said
cocaine.
she's really dead, and you went, oh,
And that's when.
dentist thing.
Cernamese.
Don't do it. Relax.
I'm with you.
So
There's a whole bunch of
he
other
pushes
stuff.
the mics away when it gets fucking sad.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff that now comes with that I don't even want to ask you
No,
about.
I mean, it's fine. I mean,
Kelly, stop trying to fuck him.
No. No, I'm like, because like the purse leads to the calls.
Oh, you're gonna get a
Well-
blowjob from Kelly tonight.
Oh, no.
the police showed up. They came to the house that I was at, my parents' house, and they have to talk to you, and then they took her belongings. So then they mailed it out to California to her family.
Now, what did her family say to you? Were they mad at you?
Well, it was tough. I talked to her brother, and her brother had to talk to her mom. She doesn't have a father, but her and her mother are very close, and it just destroyed her mom. It's just I mean, completely devastated her mom.
Hang on one second, Dante. You gotta.
All right, sorry.
You gotta just.
Breathe away from the mic.
Literally, I'm fucking panicking because of your breath.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. So it's had to talk to her mom, and then that was just, and her mom was just in denial for a long time until we got out there and she saw the body. So.
What did she? Can I ask? Did she die of a head injury or
she
broken bone?
she fell, so she cracked her ribs punctured her lungs.
Fluid in her lungs usually when you fall. What's what happens?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
What is your doctor?
Your father's also an internalist.
I work at a hospital.
He's a nurse.
Where's the hospital? In your apartment? Come on in. Shh.
Don't wake my mother.
Walk in, there's chickens, a dog, and little kids. We do everything here. So that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It's
so
pretty heavy.
It's been 2 years.
No, it happened in August.
5 months.
It's been, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what,
It's
dude?
pretty heavy. Sorry, man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. Please don't ever say that to me again. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's a terrible thing. I think about that. The older you get, and the more in love I become with my wife and my kid. The thing that because I'm of who I am, I'm a crazy comic. I think about this shit.
Yeah.
I have to fight those. Especially my little kid, I look at him like, oh God, what if I'm not here for him? What if I die? What if I'm always fighting these intrusive thoughts that Patrice used to talk about, where you think about these terrible things that could happen, and it may, and it did happen to you,
Yeah.
and you had to deal with it, and it makes me go, stop it, Bobby, stop, enjoy it right the fuck now, stop thinking about. If, when, coulda, shoulda.
You miss what's there.
Not even
by thinking about what could happen.
Even if it's fucking 4 seconds of missing my kid's energy or that moment. I don't care how corny this sounds. By thinking about this stupid stuff that could happen, you have no control over. It's the will of the universe.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's nothing you could have done.
And unfortunately, I mean, it's just life, and it's going to happen to everybody here. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time when.
Yes,
it is. And
You're
it's
right.
but it's just the one thing that I'm just so grateful for in looking back at our relationship. And we were actually fighting earlier that week. We were in an argument, and I'm just so grateful that we had made up and we were back in love, because just the thought of having that on my mind where if something was unresolved, I mean, I can't imagine. I would.
Troy, do you really think that matters in the grand scheme of things? I mean, I think people, just like you're saying, these things happen in that time and place, in that moment. But if you were fighting because you were living, and it just...
Yeah, but he has to have something to hold on to, and that is
but I'm
hope and
saying
faith,
that people
'cause
do
it's
that. Like
fucking-
my father, when my father passed, we weren't really talking. But, I mean, I loved my dad for whatever, in whatever scope that is. And we just weren't, and he just happened to pass before we made up. But it could have been a time we could have made up, we couldn't have made up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it changes anything.
I can't really speak for anybody else. I just know, for me, I just know that I'm just so glad I have that peace in my heart. That when it was over, we were crazy in love with each other. You know what I mean? And in her last moments of living, she knew that she was loved. And when I told her while she was, in her last couple of minutes that I loved her, she knew that was real.
You said that to her before, right then?
Oh, I just kept telling her, like, I love you so much. I love you. And I just kept holding her. And yeah, man, it's fucking heavy, dude. It's real. It's real. It's some real shit, dude. And it's like, I've just never experienced anything like that in my life. So I feel so bad bringing this podcast to like a
don't.
screeching halt.
I feel bad that you're talking about
You didn't
it.
bring it to a screeching
No,
halt.
No,
not
seriously,
at all.
dude, leave. I'm talking to Miguel right now. Sorry.
Listen,
You're gonna get laid forever. I understand, but that's
I'm not all that fucking horse shit. Listen to me, Troy. You didn't bring this to a screeching halt at all, dude.
No
This is it's okay to fucking be sad. It's okay to fucking talk about shit like this. This is life, man, and it's good. You know, we joke around all the time. We fuck around. We joke. We're even making light of this in a weird way. We laugh, you know. But it's amazing to me that, you know. I mean, it's not amazing. It's just you know, that you're thank you for talking about it.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for, because it, you know, I've just experienced death in the last couple years. Really,
his career
for my first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Patrice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my grandfather passed away, and I didn't know how to fucking deal with it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, Patrice, I still believe he's alive. I'm driving home the other night, and I was gonna call him because I forget.
Yeah.
I forget that he's not fucking here, and then when I realize, I'm like, I get mad like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's a tough thing, and I think it's shocking, and I think the shock, it's almost like when my son was born, I was in shock. The same type of like, I don't know how to feel. How do I? And it slowly starts to go away. Like, you know, it slowly starts to happen, and you
Bobby, because you just experienced this, like you had never really experienced a lot of death in your life.
No, because I'm white.
Oh, okay. Well, what's great. My dad is the youngest boy of 16 brothers and sisters.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So he's black.
That's because
well, I mean, you know, he's born 1920.
Yeah.
So and
they needed a lot of blacks on the farm.
Because you had not in the farm, but you know, whatever, running numbers. So, so at 9 years old, I was going to funerals like from the time I was like 9 years old because of my aunts and uncles.
So you're not that you're used to it,
but the Patrice thing didn't. It wasn't any easier because of that. Like, but like funerals was how we. That's like for as a kid. This is how I saw my cousins.
Yeah.
I got to see my family because of funerals. So when my aunts and uncles would pass away, so we're talking about.
So you'd kill people in your family so you could get together.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yo, let's have a barbecue. Kill Jackson, motherfucker.
I don't appreciate Jackson. It's real racist.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know
Smith?
anybody.
McGillicuddy? What do you
My
want me
name's
to
Dante.
Dante Jackson. It's a great name.
But they just going to funerals. My whole life, I went to funerals, and it just doesn't.
Dude, I have such a hard time with like death and funerals and all that shit, dude. I mean, I've gone to maybe 3 funerals in my life. It's a weird thing. And just saying what Dante was saying before about just kind of like, you know, having that closure or having that relationship. Like my mom died, and I hated my mom when my mom died. Like literally, like I didn't speak to my mom in probably 2 or 3 years, and it's fucking. I get why. Like now, you know, I look back and I go, yeah, I was justified for the way I felt about my mom, but there's still a part of you that kind of goes like, nah, I wish I would have fucking made things right.
But you make those choices in the context of the time and the context of things that are happening.
Right.
And you make those, just like you're saying, you know, Bobby's saying, I don't want to give up a minute of my kid's energy. You make those choices, and you don't really understand what happiness is unless you have sadness. You need both. You need the balance of both in order to feel both, the either. Yeah. So you can't just embrace the good. You have to embrace the death and the sadness too. I mean, otherwise you don't feel either.
That's like what I say about Kelly's role on this podcast. She's like the death and the sadness of the podcast, but it's a big part of the entire life of it.
It's too wordy, Bobby.
Well, we made it. We let him fucking roll himself out on that. I love that you made eye contact with me. I was going to save you. It's like the
dentistry.
Look, man, I'm sorry to hear all that. That's a terrible fuck. I mean, just the worst scenario I could ever dream of. And you know, our friend too. We have a friend that lost somebody too, her brother in the war. Not in the war, but he was in the military, in the services, and that was terrible too, you know, because she's, you know, she loved her brother, and you know, these people, it's sad, man. It's and that's why it's like life is so fucking great. It really is. I had bad shit happen today. You know, not bad, but we, you know, not the Sears card, other stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like, what the fuck, man? You're just kind of rolling around, and you have these moments where, you know, you're trying to get home to the people you love. We're just all trying to spend time with the people we give a shit about. We're working to make money to get back to the people we give a shit about, to laugh, cry, love.
Yeah.
That's all we're all doing. Is how can I just want to get. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to fly here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Take a train because I'm going to get home and I'm going to have dinner with my chick or my family or my son or my daughter or, go to Christmas. We're all trying to just be with each other for a short amount of time to laugh and have these moments like we're having right now, and, that's why we do what we do. That's why we pay the bills. That's why we sacrifice ourselves. And you never know when that's going to go away. Or you never know when someone's going to be taken from you. Yeah. Whether it be your mom, your dad, your girl. I don't know. But it really makes you take pause, at least me. And, I get emotional, dude, when I hear this shit. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You don't have to apologize because I think it really puts perspective on the way things are. And the fact that you're still going strong. You haven't given up. You haven't fallen. And,
yeah, dude. The fact that you can come in here and fucking talk about it freely. I mean, it would be.
There's people. Even if there's one person that's listening that just had the same thing. That's amazing. You're helping people.
Well, I'll tell you, my instant reaction is like, I want to go fucking kiss my chick right now.
Yeah, if you had to clean your mouth. we don't know 2 girlfriends dying. All right, listen, we're going to take a break real fucking fast. People watching on the live stream, the cameras will be on the 3 cam right now, and you guys are going to be able to see, just not hear, motherfuckers. We're going to pause the show real quick, going to take a little piss break, do some ads, and we will be right the fuck back.
Fuck the fans, that's what I say. Fucking losers.